be the three-time NBA champions. They're already talking about how they think that next year in June they will be winning another NBA championship. That's your update for Sports World Radio on this Friday. I'm Sean Mann. Back to you, Jeff Eskow, your host of Sports World Radio.
This update was brought to you by buyhuntingequipment.com. For all your camping, fishing, hiking, and outdoor gear, head on over to buyhuntingequipment.com. That's buyhuntingequipment.com. All right, take it away, Sean, man. Oh, you know what? I put the link in the chat board. I found it. Okay, the Los Angeles Lakers will be wearing sleeved jerseys next season, or short-sleeved jerseys next season, according to a team source. The Lakers will be white. There's a picture of it. If you scroll down, there's a picture of it, of what they're going to look like. They're white with, looks like it's, I don't know what color that is. It's just too dark for me to tell. But it doesn't look bad. But they're going to be wearing short-sleeved jerseys next year for at least 12 games. How crazy is that? And there's another,
pretty nuts.
And there's another 20 teams that's going to be doing it as well, at least once during the season. Lakers will do it a minimum of 12 times.
Yep.
So they're bringing the short-sleeve jersey in. How crazy is that? What do you think this is, baseball?
Yeah, I don't know what their thinking is. You ready for a topic?
You know what their thinking is?
What?
Ooh, we can make more money.
Yeah,
that's what they're
all
thinking.
All about the moolah.
That's right. That's exactly what they're thinking. Sure, what's your next topic?
Okay, the next topic, we stay in Major League Baseball. As all of you know, we talked about this on Monday, about what happened with the incident between Ryan Dempster and Alex Rodriguez. David Ortiz is saying, you know what? Quote, we've got Tampa right on our heels, and that pitch woke up a monster in the Yankees team at that moment. You saw how the game ended up. You're talking about a good team that you can't wake up. But we learn from our mistakes. Apparently he is saying, I back Alex Rodriguez, and say that what Ryan Dempster did was totally inexcusable.
Yeah, but
I know that was a bad thing, and it did. It woke that team up.
It did nothing to hurt the Boston Red Sox. You know that?
Yeah. Now, I believe the Red Sox are a playoff team, and oh yeah, absolutely. But you know that just because if people have a disgust with Alex Rodriguez, I don't even like the guy. I can't even stand him. Okay, but it's like, why intentionally hit a batter? Okay, it's just like, because we all saw how close a brawl was coming. A brawl was right on the horizon. I could see that a fight was going to happen the moment that happened. And then both benches got warned and stuff. And I have to tell you, it's been talked about all week. And with Joe Girardi, though, standing up for his team was pretty big for the Yankees and their fans. And, of course, Jeff, I can tell you, even though I hate the Yankees, I can say I have never seen Joe Girardi get that berserk.
He was 100% right. That's why. He was 100% right. And I'm going to tell you something. Major League Baseball suspended
Dempster for
5 games. Big freaking deal. He doesn't miss a start. Big freaking deal. And you want to know something?
What?
Now, excuse me. Not only that, what I really didn't know, do you know that a player still gets paid for an on-field incident? So he's still getting paid. He got suspended for 5 games and he was fined $2,500. He can find that $2,500 in his freaking seat cushions in his freaking couch or his recliner. $2,500. That's like $50 to me and you.
If that was me and I intentionally hit a batter and I got suspended 5 games and suspended, be like, okay, let me pay my fine and learn your lesson.
Sean, I know you're a Red Sox fan, and I know you live and die with the Red Sox, and I understand that. But even you got to say that's a dumbass freaking move, and he deserves more than what he got.
Yeah, I would say so. he needs to learn his lesson. And remember, the next time these two teams play will be a 4-game series in New York. And when
They're so lucky he's in the American League where he doesn't get the bat.
Yeah.
So if I'm the Yankees, I'm hitting line drives right back at him every chance I get.
Well, they got revenge that way, especially when the second time when Rodriguez, of course, you knew he was disgusted and frustrated with what happened.
He pitches in Yankee Stadium. He's going to get booed like a son of a bitch, man.
Oh, he will. I can see it happening right now that he'll come back. And remember, he's never had a good career, Ryan Dempster has, against New York. It's just never been good.
Red Sox. I can't stand the freaking Red Sox. Come on, Tampa Bay, you rat bastards.
I know what you want, Jeff. You both buy
Skippy. Damn Skippy. We got to get the Red Sox into a wild card position so they cannot make the playoffs.
Oh no.
Who's the other wild card in the let me check really quick. What's the deal here? So it's Tampa Bay right now and Oakland. It would be Boston and Oakland playing for the wild card. That would be sweet. I'd like to see that. And the game would have to be played in Oakland. I'd like to see that even better.
Well, here's the thing. I think that with the Yankees, like we said, we know that they're playing good ball now. They're winning their game right now. They've been playing hot baseball. But I'm still saying they're going to be in for a heck of a fight with all the teams that they're trying to chase just to get into the wild card. It will not be easy for them.
No, I don't think they're going to do it. I think Tampa Bay and Baltimore, either Tampa Bay or Boston's going to be the winner of that division. The other one's going to be the wild card. So with that being said, come on, Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd like to see Tampa Bay win that division, Boston be the wild card, and have to play Oakland to get into the playoffs. In that one-game play-in scenario that now Mr. Bud Selig screwed up and now has to do that. Okay? If it was the old way, like I like it, there would be only one, they have to do it now, one wild card, and that'd be that. So Boston or Tampa Bay would get in on that scenario.
Yeah.
On this scenario, I'm hoping they end up to be the wild card and have to play Oakland and miss the playoffs, and I would laugh my ass off if that happens.
But I think the 5-game suspension, he has to learn his lesson, and it's like, I had to forget about it and move on. I know people are upset about what he did, or people were cheering that Dempster did that. And look, just because Alex Rodriguez got a suspension and got busted, and people are saying, well, he shouldn't be playing right now. And even you had told me that you disagreed with me because you were like, I was like saying, no, he shouldn't be playing. But Jeff, like you said, he should be playing right now. Because you remember you were saying you disagree with me.
Yeah, he's appealing his suspension. He's not appealing his suspension per se. He's appealing the amount of time of the suspension.
And I just think that it's unbelievable that he gets a 211-game suspension, and yet Miguel Tejada gets a 105-game suspension.
And let me ask you a question. How many times has Miguel Tejada been caught?
I believe this is his second time.
Second time?
Yeah.
Or third time?
Not his third. It has to be his second time.
His second time. Okay,
Yep.
How many times did Alex Rodriguez get busted?
Oh.
This is his second time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why does Rodriguez get more than Tejada?
I don't know. And with Rodriguez appealing the suspension, you're dang right he's upset about it. And Bud Selig is going to say, no, I'm the commissioner. I'm going to stand by my rules, and that is you're going to be suspended 211 games.
Well, he doesn't. See, the problem with that is he's not a real commissioner.
Yeah.
Because he works for the owners. A real commissioner don't work for the owners or the players.
He's just screwed up the game, and it's just been such a disappointment because it's like he just doesn't seem to care. He feels like, I'm the commissioner, I'm going to put in different playoff formats, and I'm going to say, you obey my rules about the suspension. The first offense, I remember, is 50 games. The second offense, I believe, is 100 games. And I think the third or fourth is, boom, you're done for life. You're done with baseball and stuff. So, like, kick out for the whole season. But I just don't agree with how he's handled everything. He's a rotten commissioner and a guy that should maybe be the owner of the Brewers instead of being a commissioner.
Well, he is the owner of the Brewers, but not on paper.
Yeah.
And that's another. I can't wait till he gets the hell out of there.
After 2015, that is when Bud Selig will be done as commissioner. The next topic.
Really quick, since we're talking baseball, really quick, has
Yeah.
anybody been paying attention to the Little League World Series that's going on? Well, the California team that's playing, they'll be playing tomorrow to see who goes to play against the international team for the World Series. Is the West team, the California team? When you see it tomorrow, that team is from San Diego. They're Chula Vista team, and that's a suburb of San Diego. So the San Diego team's trying to win the World Series. So that's pretty cool. That's way cool. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that. So what's your next topic?
Okay, the next topic we get to is we continue to talk about everything going on with steroids. NFL. The NFL and the union still battling on HGH, saying that the NFL Players Association is holding HGH testing hostage. After more than 2 years of squabbling with the league, the top Democrat on the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee warned Thursday that Congress could get involved.
Unbelievable.
The NFL Senior Vice President Adolfo Birch on HGH testing. He says, he goes, quote, if their interest is in the interest of players who play clean, the public weak competitive integrity, restoring public confidence, we can get this done. If their interest is worrying about people who have broken the law and how to protect them, then we've got more of a problem. And now all of a sudden this debate is going on with Congress. And Jeff, I ask you, should Congress act?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of them bringing Congress in, man. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of any league doing that. Solve it on your own, man. You know? Solve it on your own. Speaking of football, how come Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys in the first team offense doesn't have their first touchdown yet in preseason? What's up with that?
And I'm actually glad we're kind of bringing up the Dallas Cowboys, Jeff, as we move right into this next one. They played a horrible game against Arizona, and of course everybody's kind of a little bit concerned in Dallas and Big D, like what's going on with the Cowboys? Are they going to be competitive this year? And another problem that they had was lots of turnovers. And I'm telling you, Jerry Jones is not going to tolerate Dallas not having a good year and if they don't make the playoffs. And like what have we said? Romo can't win the big games when it matters.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at this article. It says Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys first team offense are still looking for their first touchdown this preseason with Bill Callahan calling the plays. 8-time Pro Bowl tight end Jason Witten, coming off a record-setting season, still doesn't even have a catch. What's up with that? Huh, Mr. Dallas Cowboys? Huh? You better
and
get
Jerry
your
Jones
shit in
saying,
gear.
we're going to be the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah,
we're
because
going to win lots of games.
you got a big team to play the first week of the season, bitches. You better get
playing
your
against
team. Who are they playing?
They're playing against a Giants team that has owned them in Dallas.
The Giants aren't looking too good either, but at least they're freaking got the same offensive coordinator and all that stuff. Giants are going to – they keep playing like that, which I hope they do. They're going to be out of the playoffs after week 8. That's just ridiculous.
Well, you can ask Jerry Jones the question about Dallas's struggles, because I did read something or hear something on ESPN that Dallas better get its act together. And they're saying, can Romo lead this team? Otherwise, everybody will be saying, well, what's wrong with the Cowboys? Why are they blowing games? Why is Romo, like Jeff has always said, Romo is an average quarterback at best.
At best. Hold on. We got somebody calling into the show here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, caller, you're live on the air. What's going on?
Sports World Radio sucks.
Hey, what the hell is all that about?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. What is that, a Howard Stern lover? They do that on the Howard Stern shit. Although they do a Baba Booey thing. What the hell is that about? Oh, my God.
Do we even know who that person is?
I don't know what the hell's going on here. That's okay. Hey, at least you're listening. Ha ha. It's right. How do you know it sucks? You're listening to